Hello, David Zaritsky for the Bond Experience. Welcome back. What am I holding in my hands? There is a really cool line of 007 pieces that have come out from Moleskine. What is Moleskine? Well, Moleskine is a company that started quite a while ago and then was reinvigorated not too long ago, all about writing tablets, artist tablets, organizing journals in your daily life. In fact, if you go into YouTube and look up organizing Moleskine, there's reams and reams of information on people who have really taken to these journals. But now we've got a 007 line of Moleskine products. So Moleskine was good enough to send us a few of these to really take a look at, and we're going to do just that. So the first thing we're going to take a look at is probably some of the simple ones. This is their journal. Now, this is one of several that they offer. What I liked about this particular one is, I'll try to come up close. There we go. There we go. And you can see all the titles. All the titles of the Bond film are right there. How fantastic is that? Now, when you open this, and I took off the cellophane, you kind of remove that little puppy right there. And this little piece that you see here actually acts as a timeline with all of the different movies. Very cool. Could also be used to kind of hold your place in line. But it is a journal. I mean, it's exactly that. You put your name and reward here because you're going to be writing down a lot of important things. It's simple lined paper, but you know what? Whether you're into tablets or you're into electronics or technology, you know it. Sometimes you're just writing things down by the side of your bed, ideas, in meetings, etc. Now you can fly the flag of 007. Very cool. But what I really loved in this capsule, in this line, is this piece right here. Now, this is based off of one of their backpacks, their polyurethane backpacks. And I'm going to kind of bring this up close, but we're going to get some details on this. You can see very subtle 007 logo here, but we're going to do something special with this. First of all, let's jump into the details around this. Okay, let's jump right into it. A double zip closure on the top separates the laptop from your personal belongings, which is really handy. I'm going to show you that up close in a second. But what's really cool is this has a mesh on the back. Let me show you this up close. You see this mesh on the back? What that does is that's a breathable air mesh back for cool comfort in the move. And trust me, it really works. The adjustable backpack straps, pretty simple, but what I liked about it is the hardware on this is not anything flimsy. And these, which I swear to God, it looks like carbon fiber. I know it's not, but look at that type of like carbon fiber type detail. It's very Bond to me. What I liked about this though is, check this out. That's it. That's your 007. Other than the zippers, that is the embossed monogram. It is very subtle, and I like that. It does have a secure zip pocket in the front here for your like quick release type things, passports, etc. But again, you know, this whole idea of being very subtle, I wound up liking. This handle right here is reinforced on both sides, and then it's double thick, which means it's not going to bite into your hands as you're traveling through the airport. And check these out. Very cool, but again, very subtle. Unless you're looking really hard, you're not walking down with a giant emblazoned piece that says 007, which I like. By the way, I know a lot of you travelers are going to understand this. The belt that you see around there that says Moleskine, that is so when you have a luggage and you have the handle that pulls out when you're dragging your luggage and it's got wheels, you can actually put this right on there and it connects all the parts and pieces. So I'm really digging that. And again, a lot of thought went into this because let's face it, this is all about taking their Classic Pro backpack, which they've been doing for years, and just making it a little bit more modern, a little bit more 007. So that's what created this 007 limited edition. But check this out. So as we open this up, take a look at the interior. Just like that book that I just showed you, it has all the titles. So this is your little secret. When you open up, you've got the pen holders, you've got a passport or wallet holder, you've obviously got a place for your name and belonging to. This is very handy on the other side. another zip pocket, and this pocket's pretty deep. I mean, it goes down in there, but check out the lining. The lining is so cool. I mean, Skyfall, Spectre, Live and Let Die, it's all there. All of your favorite movies. So when you open this up, nobody needs to see this, but you see this. It's a little nod to your penchant for James Bond. Watch this. In the second compartment, so this you hold your belongings, right? This is where your laptop goes. And what's really cool is, you can't feel this because, David, it's a vlog. But trust me, this is the Moleskine. This is like really soft. And this is to protect your laptop. So not only is this thick and padded, there's a padding in here, this part actually keeps anything, iPad, Surface, whatever you have, from getting scratched. And again, you've got that great little nod to 007 on here. So it's got some hidden features. It's got some general features. What I also love about this is the base. It's all about the base, This base is not weighted, but it's really thick and padded. So when you put it on the ground in an airport, in an office, in a bus, whatever it is, it actually sits really flat and good, even when open. Check out the balance on that. That's really cool. On the side here, you've got some side pockets that you can put your phone. You can fit small bottles of water. You can't fit, for me, who is an absolute aqua guzzler, you can't do it. But check this out. And yes, check out my wallpaper. What? Was such a geek. You can put your phone in there. It fits perfectly, really, and that's the new XS. So I mean, it fits some of the larger phones. But you know, this is all fine and dandy, showing you the details. All right, now that we've shown you some of the details, you know us. Hopefully you love us, but one of the things that we do is we don't just describe these things in nauseating details like we just did. No, we test these things out. Is it practical? Is it something that I can actually use? So I could not think of a better testing ground than Mexico City. My trip to Mexico City to see the Spectre, to see the License to Kill sites. So we're bringing this puppy on board the airplane. It's going to travel with us through thick and thin, and we'll see how it holds up. Okay, so as promised, we've gotten through security. What I like about this is, I mentioned this is polyurethane, it's not leather. At first I'm like, but it's actually really light because of that, so it traveled through security really well. I put my phone in this outer pocket. I was able to reach everything. What I'm really digging a lot though, let me open this real quick, is this area right here is this kind of quick release area. You can see that it's totally emblazoned, as we showed you before, with all of the 007 movies, even up to Spectre. And what's nice about it is passport, everything is super close. I can jump into a pen if needed, representing the Bond experience. So that's been really nice. And again, it's subtle. This is the only 007 emblazing on the outside, is this little embossed area right here, which I'm really liking. It's really subtle. And then of course you've got the 007 on the zip pulls. This I've been using a lot. It's a reinforced top. Bless you. You know it's real when we're blessing people. And even this right here, this is all mesh back here, so it breathes on my back. I did have it on my back for a little bit, but this webbing right here breathes really nicely. If I had a piece of luggage that had kind of the carry-all, it would slip into this. So all these little conveniences, I mean, Moleskine's been around for a long time. They've been doing these type of backpacks and notebooks, so they understand lightness and weight. Even this right here, it almost looks like a carbon fiber, but again, it's to make it extremely light. So we're going to see how this holds up, but so far, so good. We're going to see how it travels on the airplane itself, because it's got to fit, it's got to be resourceful, and it can't look like it's been smashed throughout the whole thing. So we'll see on the plane. So this is a ridiculously simple thing, but because the bottom is flat, when you put it down on the ground, it just kind of stands up like that. So that is a really nice aspect that my other bags and things like that don't have. Balanced really well. So we're probably most of the way through the flight. And again, it's been one of these great things to just kind of reach in and pluck everything out. This open pocket has been really handy, jumping into everything, grabbing a pen to fill out immigration forms, grabbing a passport, and just everything kind of at the finger's touch. What I loved about it also too is that it lays really flat. So as far as just pushing it under, you can see I'm kind of kicking it under unceremoniously, but it's one of those things that, you know, I'm not a slave to it because it's made of that tough polyurethane, fits under there really well. Happy camper. Well, it seemed appropriate to talk about the Moleskine 007 bag here because I've been taking it around all around Mexico City, but we are standing in the space where you see the parade from the PTS of Spectre. A lot of action here. Buildings, blasts, explosions going on. We've got the License to Kill building in the back. You don't get a more Bond environment in all of Mexico than where I'm standing right now. So about the bag. First of all, again, that polyurethane, super lightweight. Love the carbon fiber. You can see it's holding much needed water. It's warm, plus the elevation. So what I've loved about it is these quick release areas inside. I don't know if you can kind of get that. Have been able to hold passports, money, details. They all have the 007 zippers, and you've got all of this type of names of the different movies. So the details are there. But this is a practical bag. It's been warm, and you can see this has a mesh in the back that breathes. So every time I move, this actually puffs in and out, and it gives your back a little bit of almost like a cool breathe, cool breath. So I have to tell you, I really like it. I was a little dubious because I'm used to much what I thought was going to be lighter weight bags. It's certainly not black ones in the hot sun, but this has really done the trick. So far, so good. Okay, so it's the morning that we're heading back. It's still in Mexico City, right by the wonderful, wonderful sites of the Zócalo. And yeah, the pack. So full review on it, obviously really enjoyed it. One of the best testimonies that I can give you is I did bring another pack. I wasn't sure how this was gonna hold up in a little bit more vigorous kind of sports-like setting, climbing things, rain, etc. So I did bring my other pack that I usually use, and it got soaked, and it was cold at night, like in the 50s. So what happened was, because it wasn't waterproof, things inside of it got wet, the pack was wet, I was wet, it was cold. I regretted not bringing this because the polyurethane actually acts as not just a way to absorb things and keep it waterproof, but also to keep things inside very dry, like if you had a computer. So I'm actually gonna start to use this as my computer bag and even my video bag when I do some of my vlogs, and this will fit in my equipment perfectly. So this is my new bag. That's probably the highest testimony that I can give. So hopefully this gives you a review of this Moleskine. Moleskine is all about, as you know, setting up the proper way of living with your piece. I mean, this is a tool. So in bringing it on this vacation, I think I was able to really test it out and field test it. So anyway, this has been David Zaritsky for the Bond Experience, and we're going to see you very soon. Take care. Oh, hey, you're still here. Hi. Didn't even know. You listen, while you're here, if you want, so I would actually go to this button right here and click on it, because then you actually subscribe to our vlogs. It's amazing. You get to see all the upcoming stuff first. You get notifications. It screams at you while you're at work. It's absolutely amazing. Just click on this button, hit subscribe, just move your cursor, move.